Hello everybody. Today in 1658 Oliver Cromwell died. There's a well-known portrait of him by Peter Lely, who painted a picture of him with a wart just above his right eye. Not very prominent really, because the painting that gave rise to the phrase warts and all, which Cromwell is reputed to have said when he invited Samuel Cooper to paint him, is a much smaller portrait. Cooper was a miniaturist and his paintings are not much bigger than a 50p piece, but he apparently made it a condition, and he painted a lot of well-known people, made it a condition that he was allowed to paint what he saw and not do what many artists of the time tended to do, which was to give a rather flattering portrait. So maybe Oliver Cromwell didn't say it. Maybe it was just something that Cooper insisted on. But in the end, the wart in that painting is much more prominent. It's been looked at by an art historian under a microscope, and he says it looks really white and flaky and very repulsive. If Cromwell actually said paint me warts and all, it was a wise thing to say, it was an honest thing to say, and I think all of us would do well to be honest about ourselves. And I'm not talking here about our external appearance, but more about what's going on inside us, because I think to be honest about ourselves is the way to growth. It's the way to developing our personalities and enabling us to move forward creatively with our lives, and it's worth spending a few moments doing it. The danger, of course, is that we tend to notice the bad things, the failures, the flaws, just as the eye in the portrait is drawn to the wart. One doesn't see so clearly, it doesn't look straight away at the rest of the face. So I think when we look at our inner selves, our eyes are often drawn to the ugly things rather than the beautiful things. And if we're going to do any self-examination, let's make sure that we find at least one good thing for every failure that we notice in our lives, so that we get a balanced view. But if we're able to do that, and as I said, it's worth spending some time doing, I think that we find that self-understanding, that self-awareness can enable us to grow. And though we don't necessarily want to reveal everything about ourselves as that wart was revealed to the public in the painting, I think the more we are able to look at ourselves and be content with what we see, because we know we're doing our best, the more we'll feel free to share who we are in a relaxed and open way with others.